removing upwards of 1/4 inch in some spots. You can kind of see there's a bit of an indentation here. But the amount of Bondo or plastic filler, and that's probably close to 1/4 inch right here, that lip. There's no real reason for it. This is smooth. There's no rust holes in it. There's just no real reason for all the Bondo. I'm going to continue with the wire brush on the grinder, get all the way up to about here. I can feel it come up here, which is about where I stopped wire brushing the top, about right here. I'm going to get rid of all this, all that. Sorry. This right here could be bent out. Actually bends fairly easy. Maybe a thin layer of Bondo plastic filler. But actually what I generally do, what I've done on this M151a1 behind me, and what I'm going to do on this, is conceal this weld here, make this part look good, but keep the body line of that added piece. I still got to weld it here, fill that hole, clean the rust behind it. This here will be my biggest challenge, is making this whole corner look good. I was even tempted, and I may still do it, cut it all out and redo it, because I'm just not happy with it. But thin layer, no more than a 1/16 of an inch of Bondo or plastic filler is what I would use. But like right here, this whole section, I wouldn't put a dropout on it. Fix this. You do 100% metal finishing because there's complete access to behind and in front. So even if I have to take a torch, warm this up, because it is pretty thick material, I can flatten this out, get rid of this little crease. I don't know if that came through on the camera, but I can get rid of that crease and make that look beautiful without Bondo. So like I said, there's 100% there's 100% access to both sides, up here, around here, all the way down here. There's zero reason. Right about here is when it has another layer behind it. I'm sorry. Right here, it has that second layer. That's probably this panel coming behind it. But even at that, everything else is 100% fixable. I don't understand why they put so much Bondo on it. But then we're also talking about somebody took a paintbrush to this to paint it. Which to each their own, and what you got to work with what you got. So I'm not downing anybody on that. So I'm just going to kind of continue here, get rid of this entire section of Bondo, which I'm, another 2 square feet here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna probably get from there to this drip rail, or this. I think that's where the soft top goes, or the soft door goes. Weld this, maybe clean that up, but my goal is to have from there all the way there stripped and primed by Sunday. It's Saturday night. It's dark. It was raining earlier, so that's kind of my goal at the moment. Didn't mean to get long-winded here, but that's just where I'm at the moment. Okay, we got this section all down to bare metal, except for right here where I can't quite reach, and right here where I can't quite reach. I'll probably do that with a little red die grinder. I'll just find a flapper wheel or something that'll fit in there, probably like a 3/8, maybe a 1/2 inch diameter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 5 here. I don't know what these are for. They're kind of filled with body filler. This one has a hole all the way through it. If you look at the back side, they're not drilled through. They have a reinforcement panel behind it. This one does not. Actually, you can see some daylight through there. I don't know if you can on that. Camera doesn't like it, that's for sure. They actually look like spot welds. Huh. I didn't notice the daylight coming through. I know there's supposed to be an axe here, if I recall correctly. I wonder if the strap should be here. I wonder if they tore off something. This looks about the same width as this. Maybe that's the strap? I don't know, maybe they tore something out of these things. I have to check out photos and see what should be there, but the body panel itself is really nice. There's no rust. There might be some holes here, but they're filled really well. I'm probably not gonna mess with those. Like I'm gonna just straighten this out, clean up where I put this patch panel in, finish that, and I'm gonna call this side done. But I want to figure out what these are. I'm gonna go do that corner real quick, and then I'll get back with you. It'll be a lot quicker for you than it will be for me. These Amazon specials are holding up very well. I got a set of 5 or 4. I'm not totally sure where the other ones are yet, but I haven't really needed them. I am wearing hearing protection and I am wearing glasses. And I do feel the wire come off every once in a while and smack me. So definitely wear your safety protection if you're using this. But it's getting the paint off. What I like about the wire brush compared to a sanding disc is it doesn't disturb the base metal. Grinding will take off layer. You can see, I mean, obviously it takes down the weld height, but the wire brush just takes the paint off, and it's doing a very well job. So I think I paid maybe $10 for the set of 5. Wasn't much, but it's doing the job. I'm gonna do everything from here down. I won't wrap around the corner. I just saw that. That's not great. May have to do a little weld right there. Alright, I got this whole side almost done except for the fender. I'm really liking how the body looks without the Bondo. It's a whole hell of a lot nicer. There's a couple things I'm going to figure out, like those holes, this hole. These here, again, holes that look like they're on, I mean, the back side of it has reinforcement. So I'm not sure they didn't weld it all the way or if the pinch hole just kind of bent the top. Not 100% sure what's going on there. I got to weld patch panel over here and clean the base. Zip, zip, zip. I got to do one right there, which won't be hard because the other one I did came out really nice. I don't know if you noticed, but this has a top plate on it. That's I don't know, 10 gauge or so. Definitely close to 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm not gonna mess with that. I don't think there's any rust underneath it, but just feeling the bottom, and let's see if we turn the lights on. You can see the bolts are there. You can see there's no rust. It's in good shape. So I don't see a reason to take it off. Those are those holes for the rollover protection system. If I don't put that back on, I'm probably going to weld those solid. I want to put a layer of paint. Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. I'd like a self-etching primer if I have one. That's adhesive spray. Acid etch primer right there. Let's grab too big, too coarse. We'll take this piece. Let's see here, people. Oh, that's easy for you. That actually came out pretty good. You know what? Maybe it is doing what it's supposed to. Because it came off. It's not flaking off. This is 220 grit sandpaper. It feather edged pretty well. You know what? It's going red, but I think I would have problems if I did it red like that with the temperature the way it currently is. I think it's way too cold, so I'm going to get my propane heater, set it up about 2.5 feet away, probably right about where I'm standing here, so the fire can go right there, and get both sides. I may not paint that tonight because that'll be too far away. If it gets warm, then by all means. But if it doesn't get warm, I don't think I'll do that. So that's where I'm going to end it at the moment. You may or may not catch it back red. Well, I'm wearing a polyester shirt or whatever it's called that will melt pretty damn quickly. So I will do the smart thing before I destroy another shirt and put on my not necessarily my welding jacket. It's the one I generally weld in. Actually, I have a real nice leather one. It's on the other side of the M151a1, but it's leather. It's always cold as shit until it warms up and it's hot. So I will wear this. I'm hoping you have a good view. Not too well. one will work. This pocket's being a little weird. It acts like it's. It did want to. This welding's solid. It's looking a little bit weird though. And yeah, I should have had my hearing protection on for that, but I did not. So I was looking at these, and from the back they feel like they may have been plug welds that just weren't great. But then I'm looking at this and this. Well, those two for sure. Oh, but this had that antenna. No, this had the mount for the exhaust for the Ford kit. But that's that one hole. Wait, that's how. That's that one hole. Came out really nice. Basically, like I said, I just die grinded it out like I'm doing here, and then backfilled it with weld. No cut piece or no patch panel piece, just fill it with weld and grind it like a artist, you know, make it look nice and smooth. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna weld up this real quick, finish up that one, I have the propane going right now to warm up that side so I can paint. And just don't want it, like right now it's got to be 15 degrees hotter than this here. This is cold to the touch. This is warmer than body heat. So this is definitely where I can paint. This here I wouldn't paint just yet. And before I paint, I got to turn that off, because you don't want any heat source when you paint, unless you're trying to blow yourself up. I mean, I guess. But let me tackle this real quick. I'll show you it finished. I might do this one and this one real quick. I may even take the die grinder to that and just see what it's doing. I don't know. I wonder if this and this is for that tie down kit. This is the Marine Corps version. It has the tie down or airlift front bumper. It's supposed to have tie down points here. That would make sense. But in all honesty, I wouldn't want to lift or tie down my Jeep from this. It's a lot of sheet metal here. It doesn't get all that reinforced, honestly. Unless, I've also seen it where they have like a wraparound, probably 1/4 inch or at least something along this thickness. Anyways, let me get back to work. happy with that. What I'm gonna do is set this here. Get some here in the back. I'm gonna get the weld-through primer. I'm gonna spray here and here and let it sit. Damn it, that body didn't cool off quick. Well, I think I've changed my plan a bit. I don't know how cold it is outside, but this is, it's no less than 50 degrees. No higher than 50 degrees. That's got to be 50. Got to be closer to 40. It was good while it was on it. I didn't blow any air. So, I'm going to go ahead and self-etching primer, not self-etching, weld-through primer here and here, shut everything down, and go at this tomorrow. Turn the tank off, because that's expensive, let it just die out. I have two different weld-through primers at the moment. I've been using this TVE professional spray paint. Weld-through primer. Dried film contains 86% zinc. Chrome makes zinc. I think that's what it was. Anyways, galvanic protection against. I take my glasses off, put them old. Dried film contains 86% zinc. Galvanic action protects even if scratched, less smoke and electrode wear when welding. I did notice this puts out a decent amount of smoke when you weld it. But I would rather have some sort of protection in there than nothing. I'm also leaving the hole in the back grill, or the back plate, I guess. I don't know. That way, my theory is, that's probably not my problem, is dirt gets behind here and settles here. There's no way for it to drain. Dirt fills up. It gets wet, moisture, and it just rots away. So I'm going to leave that hole. I'm going to fill this new plate on the top. It'll look good here. It'll still have a way to drain. With weld-through primer, it'll be painted on both the back of the new plate and the just as near as I can get it right now. I'm going to go ahead and paint even though the propane is on, because far enough away, I think. Just hurt off. Better safe than sorry, right, guys? That's all. So, we're going to let that dry. I'm going to leave those two holes there to help drain whatever dirt or sand or mud or crud gets in there. It'll have a way to get out. Like I said, I haven't painted this floor yet because I think if you envision this right here, this is the back side of the frame. There's a straight lip here. I kind of want to put a couple tacks on the upside. So you can see the plug welds are here. I don't know if this is going to be necessary. I'll look under it tomorrow. But I don't know what time it is. I know I'm tired. I'm happy with how everything's going. I'll paint that tomorrow because it's just too dang cold right now. Prepare your ears for the air compressor. I put the air compressor out here so it's quieter in the garage. off. You can see it's a bit of a mess, but it's home.